Before smartphones, life felt slower and, in many ways, more human. People were not always rushing. They were not constantly checking screens. They were present. They noticed the world around them, and they took their time. Before smartphones, communication was simple, but it felt meaningful. If you wanted to speak to someone, you either visited them or waited patiently for a phone call. Landline phones sat quietly in our homes, and when they rang, everyone heard them. That sound mattered. You did not ignore a ringing phone. You did not look at it and decide later. You answered it because it could be important, or it could be someone you loved. There were no missed calls, no voice notes, and no instant replies. Conversations were longer, silences were normal, and words felt real. Before smartphones, waiting was a part of everyday life. People waited for letters, handwritten letters, carefully folded inside envelopes. Letters that took days, sometimes weeks to arrive. And when a letter came, you did not rush through it. You sat down, you opened it slowly, you read every line. Sometimes you read it more than once. Waiting taught patience, and patience brought calm. Family life before smartphones felt different. Dinner tables were places of conversation. People talked about their day. They listened to each other. They shared small stories and laughed at simple things. There were no phones on the table, no buzzing, no notifications. Just people sitting together, being present. Those moments felt warm, and they stayed in memory. Children lived mostly outdoors. They played in the streets. They rode bicycles. They climbed trees. They ran until they were tired and came home when the streetlights turned on. Friendships were built face to face. Arguments happened, but they ended quickly, and laughter echoed through neighborhoods. Life felt active. Life felt free. Before smartphones, finding your way was an adventure. People used paper maps. They stopped to ask strangers for directions. They sometimes got lost, but somehow they always found their way again. Travel felt slower, but it felt more memorable. People noticed the journey, not just the destination. Information was not instant. If you wanted to learn something, you went to a library. You opened books. You turned pages. You took your time. Knowledge felt earned, and learning felt peaceful. Before smartphones, people were not always reachable, and that was okay. There were quiet moments, moments without noise, moments without interruption. Silence existed, and silence was comfortable. There was time to think, time to reflect, time to simply be. Technology has brought many benefits. It has made life faster and more connected. But sometimes we miss the calm of those earlier days. We miss the patience. We miss the presence. We miss the feeling of being truly connected. If you remember this life, you are not alone. And if you never lived it, it is still possible to slow down today. It is still possible to put the phone away, to look up, and to enjoy simple moments again. Thank you for spending this time remembering with us. Take a deep breath, slow down for a moment, and remember the golden days.